Hello everyone, and thanks for watching. This is your 5-minute edge on youth mental health. This video was made possible through a partnership between the Wisconsin After School Network and the Wisconsin Department of Children and Families. I'm Dr. Lindsay Bernhagen, lecturer at UWSP, and I'm excited to talk to you today about the importance of learning and speaking the truth to support the LGBTQ+ community. We know that members of the LGBTQ+ community are at higher risk of experiencing variations in their mental health and overall functioning. We also know that LGBTQ+ youth are more at risk for things like suicide and homelessness, and that a lot of these outcomes can be tied back to the discrimination and violence they experience based on their identities. If that summary didn't catch your attention, listen carefully to this next part. As someone serving youth in community organizations and after-school programs, you have the power to help reverse these trends. It starts with educating yourself, separating myth from fact, and speaking up when you hear untruths being spread. Let's take a look at transgender rights as a starting place. What is really happening when transgender people participate in sports? The truth is that there are not consistent biological advantages. The reality is that thousands of transgender and non-binary students have been playing sports for years, and there have been no measurable advantages or problems identified. It's also important to remember that even within a biological sex, say all girls, there is a ton of genetic difference that leads some girls to have athletic advantages over others. So when you hear a comment during a group game or have a parent complain, speak the truth and let them know that your program supports inclusivity. What is really happening when people identify as transgender instead of, for example, as a lesbian? The truth is that being transgender is not a trend. Transgender people have played vital roles throughout history and across cultures, and in fact are deeply respected as crucial parts of some indigenous cultures within and outside of the United States. It's true that there has been increased visibility for transgender people in the last few years, but this is to be expected. When people are less afraid of being who they are, they're more likely to be open about that. Increased trans visibility is actually a sign that our culture has created at least some more safety and acceptance. We still have a long way to go, but things are changing. So if you hear someone dismissing a child's identity, speak the truth and let them know that your program is a safe space for everyone to be themselves, no questions asked. Who gets to decide if a child is too young to transition? The truth is that each child's experience of this is different. Parents may support their transgender child in expressing their gender identity, which might involve changes in a child's name or pronouns or the clothes they wear. Later, a doctor may prescribe medications to assist with physical changes in the body as well. The point is that it's a personal decision between the experts in the situation, the transgender child, their parents, and their doctor. Many transgender people report that they wish they had shared more about their identities when they were younger. This leads us to the other truth, and perhaps the most important. Affirming a child's identity reduces the serious risks to transgender children that we already mentioned. This means that you can have a real impact by affirming kids' identities and creating a safe space for them to express themselves. There's no age minimum or cap to affirmation and safety. Do you see how a little bit of information and courage goes a long way in helping support our youth? We encourage you to go out and speak the truth.